guys, and welcome back for day 20 of the 30-day Facebook Live challenge. Tonight I am going to paint a cotton ball door hanger. Here's the overall shape, and you can buy these blanks on my website at Decor.com. Adoornments has 2 O's. Hang on, let me adjust the angle of my camera. It is really kind of pointed down. As you can see, I'm super sunburned. We spent the day today at Venture River Water Park in Eddyville, Kentucky, and the whole family got sunburned. Mom did not take a high enough SPF sunscreen, so we all came home super burnt. My eyes are all bloodshot. I haven't even had a shower yet. I just decided to go ahead and do this and then take a shower and relax. So let me get this pulled up so I can see your all's comments because my phone's kind of far away. Hello, Tiffany. You finally caught me live. Good. Tonight, like I said, I'm going to be painting this cotton ball door hanger. It's shaped like this. You can buy the blank cutout on my website at Decor.com. I don't think I have the door hanger template up on my website yet, but I'll try to get that put up pretty soon because I know a lot of people have been buying the templates. If you're not sure what a template is, it is like the overall shape of the door hanger, and you can buy it for like $3. You print it out, and then you can take it to like your local print shop like Staples or Office Depot and ask them to blow it up to whatever size you want. Hello, Aunt Kay. How are you? Okay, I got my thing going now. Let me see if I can prop this up. If I can remember how to do this. I don't know if this one even props up. It might not. We'll just prop it up however we can. I feel like I am running on fumes tonight after being at the water park all day. And my iPad just died. I was doing that again the last time I tried to do this live. It just kept going to sleep on me. So hopefully it won't keep doing that. Hello, Denny. How are you? Hi, Andrea. You're with the racetrack. Oh my goodness. You probably can't even hear me. Hello, Lisa. Okay, somebody on my page saw this cotton ball door hanger, and they asked for me to do a quick live video on how to make it look like fluffy cotton. So that's what I'm planning on doing, is showing you guys how to do this. You're going to start by using your Apple Barrel Antique White, and I like to just squirt it directly on the door hanger. I'm going to use a pretty wide brush. I got these brushes. Aren't those awesome? They cover a ton of space. Like, I can get a background painted in no time with these things. So I'm just going to cover the entire thing in this antique white. And this one isn't actually in order for anyone. So if anybody wants this one, it's going to be available for purchase. It'll be $35. If you need it shipped, it's going to be $10 shipping. Oh, my iPad's falling over. Yay, Amanda, you feel special. Well, Amanda, I appreciate you asking. I mean, you never know till you ask. Michael, you mind finding something that I can prop this up on? It is not staying up, and I can't read everything on it. But anyways, thanks for asking, Amanda, for me to do this, because I was thinking earlier what I was going to do my Facebook Live on tonight, and I could not think of anything that just, you know, sometimes you just don't feel inspired, and you're like, I don't know what they want to see, I don't know what I need to teach them. And so sometimes when somebody asks, it's just like, oh, okay, yeah, no problem. Because this is not a difficult technique, I don't think. If you've never done it before, it might be difficult, and it might seem difficult to try to figure out. I couldn't figure out how to do that. He's just showing me real simply how to prop that up like it's real easy. Leslie says, what kind of wood do I use? Yeah, thank you. I use 1/4-inch birch plywood, and I buy mine at Lowe's. It's a brand called Revolution Ply. I really like it. It cuts really nice and smoothly. It's lightweight, so it's not really heavy on your door. So, alright, we've got this covered in antique white. As you can see, I've already got the little stem drawn down there. And we're going to go ahead and paint the stem really quick. We're going to paint it burnt umber. I'm going to try to get this done quickly so that I can get my kids in bed, because they are, well, Charlie's in bed, the 2-year-old, but the boys are still up. Huh? Yeah, sure. But they are still up, and I'm sure they're exhausted because they ran around non-stop at the water park today. I'm give out. We're all sunburned. They need to put aloe on before they lay down. My husband offered to go ahead and tuck them in. I said, yeah, but they need to smear aloe all over themselves because they're all burnt. So what's everybody up to tonight? Saturday night. Are you guys at home chilling out? We were at the water park for 7 hours today and didn't get home till about 6:30. And then I had to go pick up Charlie from my mom's house, and so I picked up supper while I was in town and stopped and got some milk at Walmart. And so I didn't actually get home till about 7:30 or 7:40, and I was worn out. Lisa, you would love for me to talk about different paintbrushes and the shapes they are for. I'm not sure that I'd be a good person to talk about that, Lisa, just because, like, I don't feel like I know much about paintbrushes other than, like, I just pick up, I just have a few favorites that I like. Did y'all see all that mess I made? I splattered that burnt umber all over the antique white. I'll have to dry that and then fix it. But anyways, like, I don't know what certain ones are for. Like, that probably would have been something I should have, like, taken art class in high school or in college and learned that sort of stuff. Because it would probably help me better if I knew what certain ones are for, but I don't. And so I just use what works for me. I can show you guys sometimes, like, which ones I'm using and what I use them for. Like this one, you know, it's like a 3/4 inch wide square tipped brush, and it's I just like it for covering large areas, and I like because the square tip allows me to make a nice smooth edge, like when I'm going around like this, which that's smeared into the antique white, but it actually looks really cool, so I'm just going to leave it like that. It kind of looks like an unintentional shading that is on the stem. Okay. You're watching the weather in Southwest Louisiana, getting a little bit of Harvey. Oh my, Charlotte. I've heard it is really bad down there. Like, we've been watching the news, and they said y'all gotten like 30+ inches of rain and all that down in Texas. My aunt down in Florida, who's watching right now, said they got 12 inches in 24 hours down in like Fort Myers, Florida area. So that's just crazy. Okay, so you got to work quickly to do this swirled technique on this cotton ball, because you want to keep this antique white is still very wet, and I want it to stay that way. I'm going to go ahead and squirt a little bit of antique white in my egg carton holder so that I can use it. And then I've got this color called Territorial Beige. It's a really light brown. I just need a tiny bit of it because I'm going to use that for the shading. And I got a little bit of burnt umber on here, but I don't think it's going to matter. I'm going to get my brush pretty wet with the antique white, and I'm just going to smear it into that burnt umber and go ahead and use that burnt umber as one of the swirls. If you don't feel like it's spreading well, it's probably because your paint is drying too quickly, or what you could do is either dip your paint wet with some more of the antique white, or you could use a little bit of water and smear it. And I don't know how well you all can see this, so I'm going to get the camera a little closer so that you guys can see better, because I'm not sure you're able to see the swirling going on here. Let me angle this down. Hang on, we're having issues with the tripod. Okay, let me point this down as far as I can get it. There we go. Get it kind of straight. This thing is like not cooperating with me tonight. Alright, hopefully you'll be able to see a lot better now. Okay, so you can kind of see I've got a little bit of a swirl going on right here. That was the burnt umber that I accidentally got on there. And Teresa says, what size are most of your door hangers with width and height? This one is probably like this direction, about 18 inches by 14 inches. It's a little bit on the smaller side compared to most of my door hangers. On average, I would say most of my door hangers are more like 20 inches. Okay, now I'm dipping my brush in just a tiny bit of that Territorial Beige, and I'm going to smear it on this area up here where I've got this antique white. And if it's a little too much, then I'm going to dip my brush in the antique white and just keep smearing it in a kind of a circular fashion until I get the amount of sort of fluffiness that I want. Okay, and my husband said, it's so fluffy, like the Despicable Me movie. Okay, it's kind of drying a little fast on me, so I'm going to dip my brush in some water and keep working it around. I'm wetting this area up here first with a little bit of watery antique white. It helps if your surface is wet. And then dip in the territorial beige and kind of do like a little smearing going that way. A little bit more territorial beige. And I'm kind of doing it in different directions. I've got this area going this way and this area going this way. And I'm adding a little bit more antique white on top just to kind of blend it. And then down here I think I'm going to do some going in the other direction so it looks rounded. And if it's not smearing good enough, get you a little bit of water and just keep working it around until it looks smooth. And I'm going to do a little bit of this territorial beige right here just because you can tell it's a little bit of a different color than the burnt umber. And I don't want that one spot to look too weird because it had the burnt umber in it. I'm just smearing it around and making it look tufty. Now we need some over here. So let me get my brush wet, get some antique white, and we're going to get this area nice and wet. Get some territorial beige and just start working it in. And this would help if I had dried this area first because I don't know if y'all can see on the camera, but I keep streaking it through that burnt umber on accident. Get some more watery antique white and we'll just kind of smooth that out a little bit. If you can't get it to smooth out, when you're done, dry that area and then just go over it again, just like I'm doing with some antique white, and that way you won't smear it into this brown. But this brown is still pretty wet, and I keep accidentally touching it. Okay, I want a little bit over here. It's not quite looking fluffy over here. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more. Okay. Does that look nice and fluffy to you guys? Okay, I don't know, do I use a floating medium? I've seen that stuff before, Beth, but I've never actually played with it. Because generally, most of the time, I don't want my paint to stay wet while I'm working with it. I like for my paint to dry pretty quick. But if you are doing any shading at all, a floating medium might help. Just because if you've never heard of a floating medium, it is intended, I feel funny because you can't see me while I'm talking. It is intended to help your paint stay wet longer so that you can continue to shade and work with it. I need to get some because shading is like the one thing I have the most difficulty with. I don't have trouble doing it like this where you're just trying to get like a nice color blended into another color, but I definitely struggle with shading. That's one of the things I'm less confident with. So maybe if I got a floating medium, that would help. Oh, thank you, Megan. You love watching the videos. Thank you. Okay, we need to do, I guess, just a little, the words. The words are like the last thing. So I need your advice. Do you think I should do, I've done it two ways. One of them I've done said cotton pickin' blessed, which I think is adorable. And the other one that I posted the other day said welcome y'all. So what do you think? Let's take a poll real quick. Which one should I do? Welcome y'all, which is number 1, or cotton pickin' blessed, number 2? Welcome y'all is number 1, cotton pickin' blessed, number 2. Hello, Dana. Love you too. I'm glad you joined our live paint party group. I'm so excited to get it started. Okay, Jennifer says number 1, welcome y'all. Any votes for number 2, cotton pickin' blessed? I can't decide. I'm going to sell this one, so if anybody wants to buy it, you can claim it now, and I can put your family name on it. I could put the Sleds or the Phillipses, or I could put the Bennetts on it and hang it on my own door. Number 2, I hear a lot of cotton pickin' blessed. Now, wait, a cotton pickin' minute. I like that, Tiffany. Any other suggestions? Number 2, says Barb. Like I said, if anybody wants to buy it, I'll put your last name on it. It's going to be $35 plus $10 shipping if it needs to be shipped to you. Dana, you want pots on it? Where are you going to hang it? Your last name's not Potts anymore. Would it be a gift? I think I'm getting delirious. I'm so sunburnt. You have one done with the Phillips. Bless your heart. Yeah, I love the bless your heart, Kay. I say that a lot too. Okay, another thing is, should I do the words in this turquoise color, which is called Tuscan Teal, or the burnt umber? Dana, you said you'll buy it. So what do you want me to put on it? The Potts family, or the Pottses, or front door of your new house. Or I can do the cotton pick and bless. You've done it yourself. Oh, cool, Amber. You'll have to show me a picture. Turquoise or brown? What do you think, Dana? If I'm painting it for you, I'll let you pick. Key West. Yes, I love the Key West. I don't think the Key West shows up quite as good on this antique white color, though, because it's not quite enough contrast. Living in high cotton. That's what you want? Okay, living in high cotton. Brown or teal? Kay says teal. What do you think, Dana? Turquoise. Okay. We're going to do turquoise, and we're going to put living in high cotton. Alrighty. I've never done a custom piece while you, I did it at farmer's market, but I've never done one like while you wait on here, so, which this is still pretty wet. Let me see if I can get it to dry a little faster, because it's kind of hard to do lettering on top of. Alright, let me angle my camera. Ooh. You're with Kay. Where's Kay at? Are you down in Florida, Dana? I'm confused. Or did Kay come up out of the rain, come to Alabama? Or you're saying, oh, you're saying you're with Kay because Kay said teal. Okay, never mind. Okay, living in high cotton. Is that what I'm putting? I'm not going to talk while I do this because I'm going to end up getting something misspelled. I'm probably going to have to go over this again in a minute because the paint is not sticking real good because the paint underneath is wet. Let's see, living in, and I'll go through and like thicken up some of the letters and stuff after it dries a little bit more.
See you guys getting blown around in the storm, but take us behind the scenes a little bit. What's it like for you guys off camera when you're trying to get from place to place, when you're trying to do your job? Well, we were in Palacios, Texas for about 10 hours beginning last night into this early morning. We were on the along the bay, and we were parked there just to stay safe and keep our camera equipment dry. And then as the sun came up, we were driving out of there. Of course, we were expecting to run into some type of damage.
Living in high cotton. It's such a southern saying. I like it. Let me go back and thicken up some of this. Like I said, this is the Tuscan teal color. It's a little bit of a darker turquoise. The last time I did the cotton door hanger, I did it with the Laguna turquoise. But I kind of felt like it didn't cover quite as dark as I wanted it to. So I thought I'd try it this time with the Tuscan teal. And I think I like it better. It's almost got like a farmhousey blue turquoise feel to it. And y'all know that farmhouse stuff is so popular right now.
Let's check in now with Fox News meteorologist Adam Klotz, who's been tracking Harvey's every move for days. Adam, what's the very latest? Hey there, Mike. Here's what we're looking at. This is the system. There is where our
I'm just thickening up the downstrokes on all of these. You guys ask me how I do my hand lettering. The main thing I learned was just watching other people and a lot of people on Instagram and stuff that like post videos of themselves doing hand lettering. I would just kind of pay attention to their technique, and you can learn a lot just by watching stuff like that. So, all right, let me flip it around so you can see living in high cotton. Okay, I'll make a really pretty, probably bow with maybe some gold glitter in it to go on this. maybe a little bit of turquoise. I don't know yet. I'm having all kinds of issues with this tripod. But anyways, I'll post a picture of it later. But I've got another paint party tomorrow and another one Monday and Tuesday night, so I'm going to be partying like crazy. Okay, Denny says, what size brush was that I was using for the lettering? It says it's a 6. It's about, let me get it in front of the camera. It's maybe 1/4 of an inch wide. Got a square tip. It's real flexible. It's got nylon bristles. So, it says it's a 6. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about different kinds of paintbrushes. And so, I mean, I just know what I like. But as far as like types of paintbrushes and the technical names and uses of them, I don't know. I should have taken art class in high school. I avoided it. A lot of people ask me that. They'll say, well, have you taken art classes and stuff? The only art class I've ever had was like elementary art, middle school art, and then in college I had to take one art class, and it was how to teach elementary school art. So that is the basis of my art training. I've never had like training for like proper art. Like I should have taken it in high school or even in college, but back then I was scared of it because I thought I wouldn't be good at it. I actually avoided taking any and all art classes in high school and took foreign language instead. So I ended up getting a minor in Spanish in college. So that's the weird and funny story of it. Now I'm kind of regretting it. I'm also kind of regretting not taking like sewing class in high school and just some of those really useful skills that I could have really used. Instead I kind of wasted my time as a senior and didn't take really helpful classes. So, oh, thank you. You don't think I need classes? I mean, I've learned a lot and self-taught, but there are some things like the technical uses for brushes that could totally be necessary, and I might not be so scared of shading if I had taken classes. So, it is sort of natural for me, Lisa. I did have a great grandmother that was a painter, a very good painter, and it was funny though because she didn't pick up that skill until much later in life, like after retirement, and she was a one-room schoolhouse teacher as a young woman over here in Kirksey, Kentucky. So I feel like I got some of that from her. But I'm exhausted. I'm sunburnt. I'm going to go take a shower and lay down and watch TV. And thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I'll probably be on tomorrow night. I don't know. I'm going to be very busy during my party tomorrow, so I doubt I get on then. So it'll probably be tomorrow night before I get back on. But I'll let you guys go. And thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again tomorrow for day 21. Thank you. Bye-bye.